Hey guys, we're back with a few more helps, hints, tutorial, however you want to call it, for setting up your Let's Play. Now, in the last one, the first one, I showed you mics and a headphone to get your hardware. Now we're going to talk about the software you're going to need. In order to start recording your voice, there's multiple programs you could use. I'm going to suggest Audacity. Audacity is free and it's great. I'm going to highly recommend it. There are other options. You're welcome to try other options. However, I'm just going to show you Audacity. So, once you want to get Audacity, you're just going to go to audacity.sourceforge.net. You could Google Audacity, Audacity. Google that down. Google that. It's going to pop up it. You're going to click the link. You're going to come to this page. It looks blank. Or barren, I guess, is a better term for it, but this is indeed where you're gonna get whatever copy the newest copy is. Right now, it's Audacity 2.0.3. There's obviously going to be updates to that, or I would assume updates to that. So you might see 2.1, 2.15, things like that. So it's probably still going to be very similar to how I show you this. It could at one day completely change, but hopefully I'll still be capable of giving you some type of information. So let's say you've downloaded it. I've already obviously downloaded it and installed it. You're going to get a program that's going to look like this. And this is where you're going to be doing your recording. This is your pause, your play, your stop, rewind, fast forward, and record button. Once you hit this red, it's going to start recording your voice. Now, the things you want to start learning about is your project rate in terms of hertz. The higher the number is, the more room it's going to take up because it's recording more in the sense that it's getting more of what's happening. I prefer leaving it at 44,100. There's absolutely no reason I can think of going ahead of that. You could easily do a 48,000. You could go all the way to the top if you want. I mean, if you got a 3 terabyte drive, you get a whole bunch of solid state drives running your computer. You know, if you have a lot of room, go for as much as you want. Make that voice super well recorded, get every bit of detail you want. Don't start dropping too low. I want to be capable of telling you at what point you're really losing any type of return when you're coming down this far. I'm not an audio engineer, and so I can't tell you with great certainty, if you hit 16,000, don't even try recording, whereas if you hit 96,000, that's the golden peak. I can't tell you that for sure. I've never seen any reason, and I've tried sampling with different ways to go above this, below this. I think this is great. This seems to be great middle ground. But again, if you feel like doing something different, you're welcome to. Another great thing about Audacity is you can get add-ons. And add-ons, people doing different effects to help you out. One of them I like a lot is this Compressed Dynamics 1.2.6 update. Go ahead and look for this compressor. This is going to be something I'll show you about that you're probably going to end up needing to use a lot. So let's just go through the basics here, just so you at least have the right program. Here's Audacity. Now let's say I want to start recording. As you notice, you're going to have to set these up for how your mic is. Mine is this Line XMOS XS L1 audio. It reads really ugly because it's this Yeti Pro. If you have the Yeti, it's just going to literally be a drop down for the Yeti. A lot easier to set up. Again, don't go for the Yeti Pro if there's no reason for you. Like I said, I got this cheaper because it's refurbed. It's working great. I love it. But the Yeti itself was amazing too. If anything, I probably might start using the Yeti again, just because there's sometimes the Yeti Pro, it gives you this annoying little error where it doesn't want to work with Audacity, and it's pretty simple to fix. You just have to unplug it from the USB, plug it back in the USB, and it starts again. But it's a nuisance when that happens, 1 out of 10 times, but it happens. I never had it happen with just the Yeti, only with the Yeti Pro. Anyways, let's say we want to start recording our voice. All you have to do is click this red. Now you're going to see it's not working for me. It's like, oh, something's broken. No, it's not, because I'm already recording. I'm recording the vocal tracks right now. So you notice it's recording. If I talk really loud, you'll start seeing it's getting bigger. If I start whispering, it's going to get smaller. This is your audio track. It's giving you minutes, or time, I guess would be more accurate. Minute, second, everything up here. If you notice, it's the same setup. Speakers, XMOS, this 44181, this is how it's going to start looking when you start recording. This is going to be, if this is moving, it's picking up your audio. If you're trying to talk into it and this is not moving at all, you have a problem. You don't want this not moving. If it's not, it's a problem. However, at the same time, if this is moving crazy, if you just have it sitting there, you just click the red button down, you haven't talked yet, and this is flying all over, it's picking up a lot of noise from other sources. In order to affect that, there's, if you're using the Yeti mics, you'll notice on the back there are, two dials. There's two dials. One is selecting between that stereo, the omninode cardioid that I was talking about earlier. The other is, God, I cannot remember how to put it. It's basically how sensitive the mic is. If you have it turned all the way to its right, it's very sensitive. It's picking up a lot. If you have it very turned to the left, it's not incredibly sensitive. It's picking up a lot less. You want it usually somewhere around the middle to start, and then you're going to start fine-tuning it from there. Now, I can't tell you exactly where you're going to set it up because I don't know the exact situation in terms of the noise around you. If you have a lot of noises going on, you're not going to obviously want it cranked to all the right. If you're in a soundproof room, if it's perfect, turn it more to the right. Let it pick it up a lot more of your voice. You're probably going to have to do a lot less effects to it in order to make it sound better. So that's going to be up to you. That is going to be up. How is your room set up? How is everything set up around it? How is it picking up noise information around it? So keep that in mind. And again, this is just a quick basic setup. One other thing I guess I could show you is you have these up here. This is a volume, and this is, again, this scales for your mic if input volume. If this, I believe, unless I'm completely off, and if I am, somebody warn me, tell me I'm wrong, is much like your dial. If you bring this down, it's going to be picking up less, but it's just using your software instead of your hardware. I would suggest probably always using your hardware before software. I don't know if that's necessarily 100% accurate. That is my belief. That is what I'm going to tell you. But again, if you find research that's completely telling you I'm completely off track, feel free to follow it. This is just my best advice. Hopefully, again, this is just giving you an easy way of feeling how Audacity works, how it looks like. Next one, I'll probably show you how to start using effects and how it affects your voice. So thanks again for watching, and hopefully this is going to be a good start.